This is a test of selective attention. Count how many times the players wearing white pass the basketball. How many passes did you count?
And see, that's the real question. How many passes did you actually count? One of the first things you might want to wonder is how many players actually were wearing white. Does anybody know how many players were actually wearing white? Was it one? Was it two? Was it three? How many players are actually wearing white? Let's see how many people can count. How many times did you notice them passing the basketball? One, two, three. Well, as we look, well, let me ask you this question. How many people in here saw the gorilla? Is there anyone in here that didn't see the gorilla? Well, there may be a few people that hadn't seen the gorilla, but that would be the whole point of this story. This video that you just saw is called a selective attention test. That means that we only tend to pay attention to certain things. And our brains are so powerful, our minds are so malleable, that we are able to see things that don't exist and to not see things that do exist. What I want to talk about today is the idea of a distraction. Now, you can look at what you just saw as a selective attention test, and you can characterize it as something that has a capacity to see how well you can selectively pay attention. But the title of this talk is Selective Attention versus Clever Distraction. Just recently, I was made aware of the existence of a man many years ago named Manning Johnson. Now, Manning Johnson was a black man, just like me, but he was a communist guy. And as a black man, he wanted to embrace communism. Some of you in the room, maybe me, maybe some others, might have seen communism as a panacea for the black race in America. Now, I know this is a deep topic, but I hope to make a point by showing you the selective attention test. Manning was convinced. In fact, he joined the Communist Party, became an avid proponent of the Communist Party. And as he became a part of the Communist Party, it became clear to him that the Communist Party weren't really trying to free the black man. The Communist Party wasn't really trying to embrace the black man, to help the black man get away from the quote unquote oppression that he was facing in this place called America. The Communist Party's goal was to destroy America. And the people in the Communist Party, as they looked at America, they recognized that America had certain weaknesses. I mean, everybody has believed about the capitalist system and freedom and the republic and all that. But these communists, they saw a chink in the armor of the Americans. They believed that if they could magnify the distress, if they could magnify the difference between the blacks and the whites, if they did it just right, America would destroy itself from the inside. And when America destroyed itself from the inside, then the communism can swoop right in and take over. It's a pretty attractive thing to have somebody help you, to have somebody do your bidding for you, to have somebody make you feel as though you're important. But you must forever be mindful of the clever distraction. The little video that we just saw was a nice selective attention test. But at the end of the day, every day of your life, advertisers, politicians, people in relationships with you, they are all trying to impact you. And many of them are clever at providing distractions to you. Providing distractions to you that will have you ignore the whole point of what they're doing. When the communists tried what they did, Manning Johnson wasn't fooled forever, because eventually he left the Communist Party. He left the communist way of doing things and actually wrote a book called Color, Communism, and Common Sense. And in this book of Color, Communism, and Common Sense, he expounds on this tendency for people to mistake what communism was really about. Well, communism has been lying dormant for a long time, and if you've been in America in the last several months, you know that there's been profound unrest in America, and you might even be a little bit uncomfortable listening to this talk. But that profound unrest in America, in no small way, is being orchestrated by those same people they call communists. So, where is your attention? Is your attention on the fact that we are America and we are a great country and our strength is in our love for each other? Our strength is in the togetherness that we have for each other? Or have you not found a way to get along with someone that's a different color from you? Whatever it is that you like about America, you had better wake up and pay attention, because whatever it is that you like about America, it may be something different from what I like about America. But if you don't straighten up and fly right, if you don't find a way to love your black brother, if you don't find a way to love your white brother, if you don't find a way to honor your leaders, you will end. Because these guys are not kidding. These guys are not joking. These guys want to destroy America just as surely as you want me to finish this speech. So I have finished this speech, and I certainly hope that I have enlightened you to the degree that you understand you cannot be distracted. Generally speaking, I want you to understand you can't fall for distractions, but specifically I want you to understand that there's nobody in America that's trying to destroy you. You're being hypersensitized for situations that are not even important. Until next time, have a good time.